Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm Rob. We are the founders of Tabsor Hospitality Training.
During a pandemic environment, one of the best tips is social distancing. Now, it's hard for us in hospitality because we're all about connection and human interaction, the handshake, the high fives, clinking of glasses, hugs and kisses on the cheek. It's challenging for our industry, large and small, and we believe there are some ways to keep up the connection while practicing physical distancing.
Social distancing is basically a fancy way of saying avoid close contact with others. The obvious for social distance at work is leave out the handshakes and the high fives. You need to create your own fun little ways of how you want to greet people. An example would be clapping hands as in the Shona custom. Do what you can to make it less awkward, but don't be afraid to make it clear that it is important for them to respect your personal space. Now we come into communication, and that's the key to any changes within your business is communication. Communicate to your customers and staff what the plans are each day, because in a pandemic they can change daily. Talk to each other, say hello, check in regularly and see how your people are doing. Social distancing doesn't mean stop talking. It means we need to change the way we communicate. Remember that hospitality brings people together even when there are restrictions.
Let's break it up into physical distance and social distance because both are necessary. Let's start with physical distance. First and foremost, businesses need to address the obvious points about volume of people and restrictions regarding their distance. Customers have always wanted convenience, of course. So, a way for business to stay connected to their customers is to create small changes and customize a plan that suits the business. Space out the business so there is a deliberate distance between the staff and the customer. This could be arranged by table setups, direction of cues, even putting marks on the ground where to stand so that is the correct amount of space between each other. While it's hard thinking on your feet, take time to take a step back and see what you need to do differently.
Go.
We need to remove double handling of anything in our hospitality business as much as possible. Remove any grab and go items. Can you remove a water station, cutlery, napkins, feedback or suggestion boxes, or anything that multiple people touch?
We move on to social distancing. To avoid touching people, products and objects, introduce some effortless steps like going cashless. Have customers pay on your POS machine. However, we have a habit of taking the card and swiping it for the customer. Avoid this and let the customer swipe to pay. Have the swipe machine anchored on the bench so picking it up is reduced. A window serving hatch for your morning coffee, or if it's takeaway, have a designated area where people can collect and move on with minimal contact. Consider single-use items that can be reduced or replaced during a high risk. An example could be replacing dining crockery with disposable single-use items. Remove salt, pepper, and sugar from the table and leave individual portions. Serving coffee without takeaway lids. Your guests can sanitize their hands, but they cannot sanitize their mouth. Think about it. If you still want to allow cups, set up a sanitizing station beforehand to make sure they are completely clean. Think about your sequence of service. What can be set on the table already to avoid handling? What needs to be brought to the table and how to replace glassware, napkins, and cutlery. Create a routine to leave drinks, food, or anything that is delivered at a recommended distance so the guests can grab it after the staff have moved away to a safe distance.
And then surrounding all of what we've just said is the cleaning and hygiene. Every hospitality business has a cleaning regime that is followed, but up the game and do it much more regularly. It appears that the virus may survive for hours to several days on a variety of materials, including stainless steel. So, clean and sanitize tables and chairs more frequently. Wash hands more regularly. Have pumps of sanitizer at high touch points like bar areas. Take a look at what isn't on the cleaning regime, like the POS machine, tills, and door handles. Make the entry to your venue as easy as possible to avoid touching anything. If you can leave the doors open, do so. This is both for the guest entering the building and for the staff within the building. Separate entry or exit if possible. Think about the equipment that people touch all day and implement a cleaning and sanitizing regime that if it seems over the top, then clean it.